We have new reaction tonight after Governor Walz announced a big change to the state's telework policy. Starting in June, state workers must work in person at least half the time. The governor says it will help revitalize downtown St. Paul. But the unions are definitely not on board with that plan. Jessica Hart joins us live with our top story. Jessica?
Julie, the Minnesota Management and Budget Office says there are about 39,000 state workers, and about 40% of them work remotely at least part of the month. So while businesses are excited to have them back more frequently, some of these workers aren't as thrilled. The city of St. Paul is about to have more people on the streets.
We're super excited. Today was really steady.
People Madeline Peterson hopes will stop in to Pillbox Tavern.
If it's slower, you can know there's less people in the office.
When private sector workers returned to the office, they saw a boost in business, one they hope to repeat when state workers come back in June.
It's just the right time. We're seeing it across both the private and the public sector. That's where things are headed.
Governor Tim Walz says state workers will be required to be in the office 50% of the month. He says they've been working on this for a while.
I think there's a power in teams when they're together.
He hopes the move will improve collaboration and retain talented people.
We lose most of our people in the first 6 months, and I'm pretty convinced it's because they don't get into the culture. They don't get the mentorship you would normally get in a work environment, and we think this is a better way to keep them on.
There's people that are close to retirement that have said, I'm not dealing with this, I'm not going back to work, so I'm just going to retire early. There are people who have known for a long time that they could make more money in the private sector. And so we've already heard that they're going to go do that.
Megan Dayton is the president of the Minnesota Association of Professional Employees, and she says she was shocked the governor made this decision without input from unions.
It was very abrupt, I think really does not recognize the new reality of the workplace, which again is hybrid.
While businesses are excited to see state workers return downtown, Dayton doesn't believe it's the responsibility of state workers to fuel it.
And I think it's our job and the job of our elected officials to make those downtown spaces a place that people want to be, not to force them to be there.
Two concerns Megan Dayton is hearing from union members are childcare and transportation. She said some union members have found daycare waitlists are 6 to 9 months long, and she says many families downsized to just one car since they weren't commuting to the city. Back to you.
Well, she mentioned that hybrid is what a lot of the private sector is doing, but this is essentially hybrid, right? It's 50% of the time, not 5 days a week, correct?
Yeah, that's correct, Julie. It's still hybrid model, but as Dayton was telling me, a lot of these family members centered their lives around telework. So to abruptly change it, and she said this change is just happening very quickly, it's really difficult for families or their union members rather to kind of make these changes with just short notice.
Yeah, June 1st is not too far away. All right, thank you, Jessica.